Hello again. I say again, I recorded this video once, but I realized that my mic was on mute, so I recorded a whole video without any sound. So we are fighting the Woodles here with the Vampire Coast. I have done a number of games with the Vampire Coast, lost most of them, and have this to report back to you all. If you are playing Vampire Coast, make sure there is at least semi-open field or some form of distance between you and your opponent, because nothing is worse than being in a highly densely forest populated map or a very hilly map and just having the enemy just right at your doorstep, and you have all these guns and you don't know what to do at that point, and it just becomes just a lot more difficult than it should be. Again, I'm just getting used to this group, this faction as well, so that might also take into account the fact that I've lost so many freaking games with them. But this one was an especially fun one. I actually won this one, so just so that I've given you what I did wrong and most things, hilly maps, stuff like that, they're gonna be bad. You kind of have to strike that perfect balance with them to be able to protect your missile attacks while also not breaking that line. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult. All right, so in this matchup, I have a front line of zombie deckhand mobs and 2 depth guard units, just with the no halberds, just with the regular two-handed axes. I mean 2 axes, whatever. 2 groups of zombie pole arms, 1 group of rotting Prometheans, Queen Bess here in the middle, a vampire fleet captain with the lore of vampires, so they can summon some gunnery mobs, invocation of the heck, and all that stuff. 2 groups of Fellbats, along with Luther Karkarn himself on top of his Terrorgeist, and he's actually he's actually one of the, I think, can be one of the most competitive lords, along with Noctilus, and even actually I think all of their lords are really good. They all pertain to something different. All right, so my opponent obviously is the Wood Elves. He's got a Wild Riders unit all the way over here, being a sneaky little crap. He's got another one over there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Deepwood Scouts. Mamma mia, papapia, how many freaking arrows do you need? He's got an Ancient Treeman, 3 Eternal Guards with only the spears, no shields, and Durthu. Alright. So, let's get this show on the road. Alright, so, yeah. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to take the arrow fire. I'm not going to care, because I got Queen Bess on my side. I need to protect against these Wild Riders. And here comes the first shot. Beautiful. Look at that. Half their health gone in one shot. It was beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. He's going to start moving back now, because he sees, 1, my bats coming in, 2, that he's getting shot up. Here comes the Wild Riders to try and muck up my cannon. I'm going to stop them with the Promethean crabs, and then send in these zombie polearms. Over here, my bats are doing their best to keep these Deepwood Scouts at bay, doing the best they can at being just chaff, and doing a damn good job about it. Here comes his other group of Deepwood Scouts. He's going to get caught by the deckhand mob, and I'm going to throw in my polearms as well. This one is not in a very good situation. I've sent Luther Harkon on his own little quest of munch and crunch. He's just going to eat as many of these as he can before they are free. And now that they are free, he might just as well get out of there. Queen Bess is still happily and merrily shooting off. I understand that most of the, some of my line has become a little bit tattered, and Luther Harkon is taking a bit of a beating. But it's not going to stop Queen Bess from shooting. Both of his Wild Riders are now routing, which is a good thing. They're wavering. And here comes Queen Bess for the shot. All right, let's see. Those couple guys just dead. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. He's sending in all his Durthu stuff. He has summoned a Feral Manticore as well. Durthu has his other ability, the Green Vomit that he shoots, and Flock of Doom. He did not bring the Sword of Death, though. So right now, I'm not going to go chase after it, his Wild Riders, because I don't have anything that's fast enough to. I'm going to allow just this little pocket to defend over here. He's going to park his Manticore up there, but that's fine. I have summoned a Gunnery Mob over here to kind of just shoot some missile fire back at these guys, wavering one of them already, which is a great thing at this point for me. Here comes the Manticore. It's going to be met with the crabs as well as the pole arms. My Vampire Lord is also helping in that regard. Durthu's having the fun of it over here. Queen Bess fires off another round. And yeah, kills a few more right there. Yeah, the Gunnery Mob is just there to handle as best as they can. Wild Riders are gone. That Feral Manticore isn't going to have a good time of it. Luckily, I have a lot of chaff, so they aren't able to totally stop Queen Bess from firing, which is a great thing. Even though Queen Bess is still firing over here. I don't even think it killed anything over here. Alright, so we still have a good amount of stuff. He has his Spearman over here. We have this little mob in the center. Invocation of Nahet going down just to see if we can pull some units back. Luther Harkon here just kind of chomping at the bit. He casts a Flock of Doom. I cast the All Hands Your Hoy. And Hornswaggle, what's it called? All Hands Hoy. Hoy, right? All Hands Hoy. Whatever. He's taking a beating right now. I've also cast Pyrocyte to kind of slow him down a little bit. Most of his archers, a lot of them don't have a lot of missile units left. These gunnery mobs are freaking amazing. They're actually putting in some good work against these Deepwood Scouts, even if they are very inaccurate. But it's better to have something shooting off than not something not shooting off. We have another group of just gunnery deckhand mobs just to kind of occupy that over there. Durthu is getting the beating of his life right now, and it's not fun for him at all. These guys are surrounded by deckhand pole mobs and all that stuff. And right here, we're gonna see it. Let's see if we catch him. It's just falling to his doom. There goes another shot from Queen Bess, wrecking that unit of Deepwood Scouts. And there goes Durthu down for the count, bitten by the heel by Luther Harkon himself. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes in the game. Boom! Another beautiful hit. A lot of his archers are now out of this for good. And at that point, it is a victory for the Vampire Coast. Alright, so 45 kills for Luther Harkon, 71 kills and a Chevron for this Depth Guard, 34 kills and a Chevron for this Promethean. They were really, really good at keeping the Cav at bay. 110 kills for Queen Bess. You know, at half health a shot for every single unit it hits. That was great. So yeah, I mean, my opponent brought a shit ton of archers. He was hoping to outgun me, but really what ended up happening was I outgunned him because he did not focus down the Queen Bess. I think that if he would have focused down Queen Bess, he would have won. Queen Bess allowed me to injure his archers as much as I can. It gave him something to try and focus on with his wired riders and stuff like that. And I had stuff defending it, so it went in my favor. But yeah, great job to my opponent. If you guys liked, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay dandy, and peace!